ACT.
I-O-N-O, Tommy. 3-0, the bow tie's back on. I feel like a complete person again, Tommy.
Captain, I got to tell you, you're looking good. Nice job last week. Captain going 3-0, 2-1 here.
5-1 overall. Plus you had the in-house parlay. A nickel to get back 13 units. You lost your other bet, which was on spiky Monday night. Oh my God. The Patriot game. We got a story for you later on about that, but I want to tell you, if you went with Tommy, you're still up 9.5. You went with me, 15 units together as a team, 24.5 units up on the week. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, ECT.
Yeah, ION. Not
Action
bad,
bets.
Captain. Not bad. That's what we're talking about. Trying to get on track here. Week 7 in the NFL last week. We're going into week 8. We got some picks for you this week. Nice job, the subscribers, too. Ricky, 3-0. Daryl, D. Nice. All these guys, Sharpies, following us along. So pay attention to those comments. Throw down who you guys like down there, too. We're paying attention on who's knocking it out of the park. Actually, we got a play from Ricky coming out this week. We'll talk about it here. He's going to give a pick out. He's been on
Might as
fire.
well.
Let's throw him in the mix. But hey, before we get to that, more horse racing content coming to you. Breeders' Cup right around the corner. Johnny Lowe and I did a Breeders' Cup Classic video. More coming. Captain, I know you're excited. You're a
Christmas
horse
in November.
player.
Christmas in November. That's all I can tell you. What a time of the year. It's just the best.
Yeah, bada bing, bada boom. Race 7. Let's go to week 7 recap. I'm already thinking horse racing, saying races here. Week 7 recap. Let's go through a quick list. Commanders beat up on the Packers. Your thoughts there, Captain?
You know what? I can say that coming. Green Bay, that doesn't look like a team that's mentally all together. And now they got to go into Buffalo. And I don't like the way this is looking. The spread opened at 10. Now it's up to 11.5. Mink, yeah, it looks like a Bills blowout, maybe.
Yeah, Captain, we'll talk about that. A little hint I might be on that game. But the Panthers beating up on the Bucs without Christian McCaffrey. Your thoughts there?
You know what? When we did the show last week, we didn't know McCaffrey was gone. I loved the under back then. And then when McCaffrey left, they had nobody left. And what I was shocked about, there was nothing coming from the Tampa Bay side. I knew that game was going to go under. I just didn't think it was going to go that way, where Tampa Bay gets blown out by 18. Boy, they're in trouble. They're in trouble in Tampa Bay.
All right, a couple other things real quick. Giants roll to 6-1, 3-0 on the road. Your thoughts about the New York Giants?
Call them butter. They're on a roll. Forget about it, Tommy. I'm trying to tell you something. These guys are fucking unbelievable. I want to tell you. 6-1. Now they get points in Seattle. We'll have to talk about that a little bit later.
Hey, and don't forget about the other New York team. I gave them some crack earlier in the year. 5-2, 4-0 on the road. That's the Jets, Captain. What are your thoughts on the Jets?
Jets, if they had a quarterback, they'd be a really strong team. They're up to number 10 on the power rankings. I don't see it. They've shadow boxed their way through this. Breece Hall's out. They brought in James Robinson, picked him up from Jacksonville for a draft pick. That was a great move. I really like the way the team's looking. All right, but they have to have a little aerial game to go along with that running game.
Yeah, I like it, Captain. What about the Chiefs whooping up on the 49ers? Are the Kansas City Chiefs for real?
Well, Kansas City Chiefs are real, but they just picked up Tony from the Giants today, and I don't see that happening. I mean, the wide receiver, he did nothing for the Giants. He's not going to do anything for KC.
All right, Seahawks 4-3, winning the NFC West. Currently, Geno Smith at quarterback. What's going on here in Seattle? Looking pretty good, Captain.
Kenneth Walker will just say, you know what? If I get an opportunity to play, I'll prove who I am, and that's what he's done. Geno Smith doing it with mirrors. That's all I can tell you. And that defense a little suspect. Tom.
Yeah. Now, last thing I'm going to throw at you: Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Are these guys? Either one of them are going to be in playoffs? Are either team going to make the playoffs here? Are they going to make a run? What are your thoughts on either one of these guys?
They may make the playoffs as a wild card, but that's about it. I mean, both teams right now, they could both end up 8-9.
Yeah, maybe Brady regret coming back a little bit?
Oh, definitely. I feel that he came back to get away from personal problems, but that's okay. You know, he should have left when he last year, but he shouldn't have come back. But that's okay, Tom. We still love you. You're the best. You are the GOAT.
Hey, there we go. Captain giving some respect to the GOAT. I'll even give him some respect, even though I'm not a Patriots fan. And I know he's on the Bucks, guys, but in my eyes, he's always on the Patriots. Hey, I say you're rolling, Captain. You're excited. Let's get going. Week 8. I'm going to let my man, the captain, go first. Keep the tradition going, Captain.
Okay.
First pick. Let's go.
Okay, first pick. And you know what, guys? Think about this. We want to invest. We don't want to gamble. So, with that respect, we're investing a 5-unit flat play on Tennessee minus 2.5 at Houston. Okay. Like I said last week with Josh Jacobs in Oakland, he got 143 yards, I think 3 touchdowns. What do you think Henry's going to do to this defense? Going to roll right over him, keeping him on the ground, keep that clock running, okay? And I look at this game, Tennessee minus 2.5 with Henry. You're looking at Houston giving up 164 yards a game. They're going to give up a lot more. Henry may get 200 yards in this game, Tommy. In this game, okay? Tennessee minus 2.5. We're going to do that for 5 units, Tommy. Go get your money.
Yeah, Captain, I hope you're right. I got Henry on my fantasy football team starting to warm up. I like Tennessee. I think they're that underdog team that a lot of people are overlooking that maybe might have a shot, guys. So I like Tennessee, Captain. I like your pick here.
Who's your first pick?
My first pick, I'm going back to the boys. And when I say the boys, I mean the Cowboys.
Yeah.
First, the Bears here. Minus a 9.5, Captain. I'm going for it. Cowboys are 3-1 at home. The Bears are 1-3 on the road. I'm taking a look at this Cowboys defense. Yes, the Bears did beat the Patriots. That was on Monday Night Football, Captain. I'm looking at one of your things when they're playing on Monday Football, and then they're going to go west. All right, 2 hours, and they're going to play Dallas on a short week. This Cowboys defense is for real. Dak Prescott's second week back, so I think they get better there. And this Cowboys ground game, all you got to do is pound the ball.
Oh, they got Pollard this week. Zeke's out.
It doesn't matter. That's all they need. Pollard's good enough to take the Bears down. I think the Cowboys defense much better than the Patriots defense. Actually, they're number 1 versus the run, so it's going to be all up to the Bears passing, and I don't see it happen in Dallas, Captain. So I'm going minus 9.5 points here. And our other pick, actually, Ricky. We're going to give a shout out to Ricky, 3-0 last week. He likes the under, Captain.
Yeah, I like the under too.
I know we talked about it.
If you would pick that game, then take the under. I wouldn't pick a side in that game.
42.5 is the points there.
Dallas doesn't blow anybody out, except if they get a defensive turnover. Then it's a blowout.
I like it.
I like the under.
I'm going another 2-team parlay on the Cowboys I'm going minus 9.5, and I'm going to go with Ricky, 42.5. So I'm going to do a 2-team parlay here.
To the under.
So the under. There you go.
Nickel to win 13.
Nice call, Ricky, too.
Go get your money, Tommy.
Yeah, hey, me and Ricky can go get our money together, and you too. Hey, jump on the bandwagon there, Captain. Who do you like for your second pick?
Second pick. Let me put it to you this way. There's very few players that have an instant effect on a team. DeAndre Hopkins is one of them in Arizona. You know what? What Hopkins has done in Arizona was instill the offense. It stung Kyler Murray a little bit and said, hey, you know what? We're back. You know what? Last week against the Saints, 76 points were scored. In the last 3 games at Minnesota, the game has gone over. I look at this to be a shootout. And at 49, I think that's a gift. I'm doing a nickel on the over in that game. On the over, 49. Go get your money, Tommy. Oh, it can't be this easy, Tommy.
Hey, Captain, over 49, Arizona, Minnesota. Okay. Captain feeling it after his big week last week, 3-0. All right, Captain, my second pick, I'm going to go to another. I'm laying wood all weekend, Captain. Call me Lumberjack Tom if you want. Steelers, Eagles, minus 11 points. Eagles undefeated still. Jalen Hurts playing good football and controlling the ball nicely on offense.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby.
And the Eagles defense only allowing 17 points per game. The Steelers are only averaging 15 points per game. So
okay, Mendez.
I'm all over the Eagles. Minus 11 points here, Captain. I like them in Philly. Steelers, Kenny Pickett. I know this
fly,
is
Eagles, fly, baby. I'm giving you the salute. You got
minus 11, laying the wood.
They're on a roll.
Eagles, captains loved them since the beginning of the season. Let's
go to Geno's, get a Philly cheesesteak. You don't even have to go to the game. Just be outside. Hold on. You got the Phillies.
Oh, yeah,
you got
Phillies.
the Eagles. Phillies are in the World Series.
Since you're bringing it, who's your pick? Phillies or Astros?
Are you kidding? Are you really killing?
I want to know.
I'm all over Houston in 6.
All right, okay. So you and Master Smack.
I'm sorry. And you know what? I got guy puts $10 million down to get back 75. You gotta love a guy. He likes
Free furniture for
He
everybody.
likes ACT.
I like that. ION.
Of course,
That's
action,
solid.
baby.
We gotta get him as a sponsor here on the
Okay.
show. What do we say? We'll reach out to him.
All right.
Okay, Captain. Sorry. Here, get your next pick out there, please,
Okay, last one is.
for the people.
God forbid, should I tell you something you don't know? The Giants with Brian Dable, those guys are 6-1. I'm sorry, they're going to see a Geno Smith-led team getting 3. I'm going to take the hook because you know what? Seattle's 29th against the run, and it ain't going to happen this week either. What's going to happen with Jones and Barkley and that defense? Not today. Give me the New York Giants plus 3.5 on the hook. Minus 126 to get a nickel. Go get your money, Tommy.
Okay, sticking with the Giants, feeling good about them, Captain.
They go 7-1. Take them on the
New
money
York
line.
Giants.
Take them on the money line,
right,
Tommy.
all right.
Tommy, who's your third pick of the week?
My last pick comes on Sunday Night Football, Captain. NBC. A lot of you will be watching this game in Buffalo. Packers, Bills. Aaron Rodgers just struggling with his squad. Minus 11 and a half.
my God.
I'm laying the wood in Buffalo, Captain. This is a tough place to play. They sure love their Bills in Buffalo. Josh Allen, MVP candidate, running on all cylinders. I think they pick apart this defense. The secondary has no chance. They're putting up 29.3 points a game, Captain. I love the Bills here at home. I'm staying with my team, Bills Mafia. Let's go, minus 11.5.
Okay, you don't see Aaron Rodgers at plus 11.5 coming in with a backdoor cover at the end with a touchdown, down by 18, comes in with a backdoor cover. You don't see that? That's what I'm seeing. That's a shaky freaking game. When was the last time you seen Aaron Rodgers plus 11.5 anytime, anywhere during his career?
Have you been
I'm
watching
waiting.
the Packers this year, Captain?
I understand that, but
Until I see anything different, I'm staying away from the Green Bay
this is a
Packers.
primetime game.
They might have Aaron Rodgers, but guess what? I think the Bills at
He's
home.
been talking a
If
lot
you
of
watch
smack.
Josh Allen and the Bills offense, nobody can stop him. The
Okay.
only team that they lost to is the Eagles.
We'll see. You know what? I
don't see
just
it.
think that's a shaky game.
I think they beat them by more than 11. I think it's 2 touchdowns.
Over-under's 47.5.
I think they beat them by 14. That's all I'm saying. That's my pick. Minus 11.5 here.
Go get your money, Tommy.
I kind of like the under there. I don't think the Packers are going to put up points in Buffalo. I don't see it. But my pick is minus 11.5.
Okay,
so.
let's see where that goes. God bless.
Yeah, hey, we want to thank everybody for joining us. Hit that like, subscribe,
Ring the bell.
Yeah, bell. Captain also had a story about you. We had five.
Cousin Billy.
Last week,
I got a Cousin Billy story. Cousin Billy, I sold his house over here in San Diego. By the way, anywhere in the tri-state area, California, Nevada, Arizona, just call the captain. Okay, that's all right. Caldwell Banker, Anthony Theodore. Don't worry, we'll hook you up. So Billy's now living in Palm Coast, Florida. He moved there right before the hurricane hit. Okay, so he went through that. Now he calls me up Monday morning. He goes, "Oh man, you know, I'm 5 for 5 right now." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, I bet my usual 16 parlay." I go, "Billy, I gave you 3 teams. 3-0. All right. I told you Tommy like Dallas Thunder. That makes you 5-0. What game do you have left?" He goes, "Oh, I've got the Patriots. I bet 100, 1 unit to get back 40 units, 4 large, 8 large, because he's got 2 parlays." I go, "Why don't you just bet, a couple hundred just to get, or 500 just to make sure you win a little money on the game?" Insurance. And that's what you got to do. You got to cover your action, Tommy. If you got a game going into the next day and you're live, get your action covered. Billy says, "No, I'm just going to ride it out." Well, you know what, Billy? You're a freaking loser. You're a stunats.
Oh,
you
Billy.
know what?
Hey, we like Billy. We like to
Dime
watch.
Store, Tommy Cat, Johnny Fontaine. I want to tell you, Coach, I want to tell you, this guy's a Jonah from day one.
Hedge your bets, Billy.
Always get your money back. Am I not right?
Oh, I mean, and that's why you
If
got to
not more.
hedge, Billy. We
You're
appreciate
looking at
you.
8
following,
large.
though.
You're looking at 8,000 off of $200. You got to come back with at least a dime the other way.
A little dime action. Okay.
Little dime
I
action.
hear
You
ya.
got smoked. He was never in the game.
Hey, you'll get him this week, Billy. Go get him, Billy.
Yeah, bet another 6 freaking teams.
Hey.
Just bet the 3 teams I gave you and bet them flat. That's all. Flat bets. Go home a winner. 2-1, you're up 4.5 units. If we hit all 3 again, I wear my bow tie next week.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Are you kidding me?
I respect that. Live at the Paradise Lounge?
Live here at the Paradise Lounge. I already got my $3 burgers to go. ACT, Tommy.
ION.
Action Bets. We love you. We'll see you next week.